Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature eSports, and a pleasure it is to have your line and in charge for a whole lot of fun. They are finishing up qualifying here for Las Vegas for the Full Throttle Sim Racing Truck Series playoffs, round of 8. I didn't know it last week we were in the playoffs, and that was on me because I didn't pay attention to that, so that's on me. But we are in the playoffs. We're in the heart of the playoffs, and we got 4 races left. And it is going to be a ton of fun to watch. Here is your starting grid for today's race. Stephen Hollingsworth, Tommy Schaefer going to make up the front row. Stephen Hollingsworth got a win last week, locking his way into the round. And we'll take a check on points here in just a moment to see how the drivers are stacking up. But the Space Force Ford F-150 ready to go again this week. Brandon Gagnon, Brody Hanna going to make up row number 2. Jeff Chandler and Marshall Johnson row number 3. Sherwood Williford's going to have row number 4 locked in with Tony Slayer to his outside. Cody McKinney, Colby Mace going to be out there in row 10. Lane Allen, in row 5. He's going to be locked up in position 10. There we go. Row 6 is going to be Lane Allen and John Paul Burns out there. Row 7. We'll move on down here. Row 7 will be Kyle Milliken with Sylvain Jolie in that 14th spot. James Torrey's going to have Ryan Chapman in row 8. DJ Bartle is going to have Justin Diltz in row 9. Robert Milliken is going to have Alan Duranco in row number 10. And then Brandon Elder and Michael Blackner out there in your final row. 22 drivers in today's race. They're ready to go. Tommy Schaefer just turned on his camera. We'll get him all squared away. We'll get him squared away. It's all good, Tommy. Much love, man. I am adding you right now. We will do that. Drivers are ready to go. We do have a couple of driver cams already ready to go. This is one of them. And here's another one. And let's go to McKinney there. And then we'll add Tommy Schaefer here real quick. Bear with me, folks, as the drivers get ready to pace around. Might have to do some moving around. Whoop. There we go. It'll clear itself up in a moment. Bear with it. It takes a moment for the cameras to catch up to the feed, so bear with it. We'll get it. It'll work, I promise. There it goes. There it goes. Starting to slowly but surely. It's doing its thing. That's what they're doing. That's what it's going to look like. Here's what your playoff points are going to look like for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series here for our good friends with the Full Throttle Sim Racing League. Again, my name is Jason. I'm with Signature eSports, and of course, a pleasure it is to have you here. They are running Las Vegas. Las Vegas Motor Speedway is a very fun track. Not only is it a very fun track, but these drivers have a tendency to be able to run or have that long green flag run. It is it's a definite change when it comes to how these trucks have ran here. I've been running here. I ran it here a couple of times this week. It is definitely it's a tough track. Here's what your race settings are: 134 laps, no fast repairs, 100% fuel, 4 sets of tires, open setups for the drivers. Stage is going to end on lap 40, and the final stage all the way to 134. And there's your championship standings. Cody McKinney, Brody Hanna, Richie Coy, Tommy Schaefer above the cutoff line, TJ Bartle, Stephen Hollingsworth, Alan Duranco, and Tyler Brown. The other drivers competing out here. There is a look at it. And we are in the round of 8 officially. Green flag here for 134 laps. Hollingsworth to Gagnon. Tony Soler making a move on the outside. How about Jeff Chandler? Chandler here in 3rd already. Side-by-side racing as they get into 3. 23, Brody Hanna pushing on the bottom side. Cody McKinney all there as well. How about Tommy Schaefer? He's losing a couple of spots here, but the PRSsetups.com Chevy Silverado comes down to hug the line next to the 31 on the inside. Chandler, big shove coming from Brody Hanna. Go to McKinney. Back here, a favorite coming into this one, has the points lead because of his performance throughout the regular season, and now There's a little bit of work to do there on the outside. 8 to the bottom side. 8 a little bit free right there. That's Colby Mays. Ooh, A little bit free, but Cody McKinney able to hold on to what he has. A little PRS setup shop job right there for him as Las Vegas gets underway. We are moving. Marshall Johnson in the number 9 Toyota, second Toyota in the field. Let me take that back. Brandon Gagnon in Toyota. Ford out front of Stephen Hollingsworth. You see them run out of 3 and 4 to the front straightaway. That tri-oval area, what we consider more of a tri-oval, it's going to show a lot of the drivers pushing to the bottom side. Every setup different, so fuel mileage will matter, especially when it comes to the end of this one. Fastest lap of the race, Milliken just ran a 30.53. Jump on over into the actual place I'm supposed to be there, folks. There we are. Myself at the broadcast channel. 42 of Milliken there to the inside of Sherwood Milliford. Milliford giving him a whole bunch of room. But right now, Colby May says, I'll see that lap, but I'll give you a little bit better. 30.45 for the driver as he attacks the inside of Cody McKinney. McKinney, 30.62 up on the high side. It was his last lap, trying to get back to the inside. McKinney trying to run in that second lane. These trucks are meant to run the higher side. Similar to what you see in the Cup Series, these trucks like to favor where the grip can be, and a lot of the grip can be there on the high side. Las Vegas is the track that they are running this week, so that is in the official races. So this right here has been a week that they've been able to get faster and test their setups. So, folks, whoever the winning setup is out here, that's going to be the setup you're going to want to you're going to want to reach out and say something and say, here you go. Tim Racing Points Ford F-150s 1-2. Brandon Gagnon back to third. Up 2 is the 23. Biggest mover of the race right now. Justin Dilt's up 7. Dilt's running the 91. There to the back bumper, the 33 of Williford. 91. Get a good look at the inside right now. Here's a look at what Justin Diltz has going on. 33 drops down, takes the air off. You hear the lift in a throttle there. We're 7 of 134 as the 25 leads here. This is another Ford here. A lot of Fords, very few Chevys in the field. How about Brody Hanna going for the lead here? And making the pass to the 25. There's the 38 to the inside. Brandon Gagnon doing it as well. 25 rolls with the 23. Ooh, 23 back down to the back to the high side. 25 back down to the bottom side. 23 could not protect the line there. And now has to go back to, 25 goes around. Caution will come out. Brody Hanna taking care of the race line. Hollingsworth taken out of that one. Last week's winner. The 23 up on the high side here. 25 on corner exit. 23 could. I think the 23 thought the 25 is going to be running lower. And the 23 comes down, takes out the 25 there. So we'll see if the 25 has minimized the damage. He does have some left side damage. But it doesn't look too bad. Didn't hit the front of the truck there. And that is, that's unfortunate. That's some bad. That no bueno. Here's a look at it again. Full speed. Think. Not that bad. Not so bad. All right. Alex, thank you for the like and the share. Juan, thank you for the follow out there on Facebook. Folks, if you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to help support the stream, help support everybody out there. Much love to you. Lots of keys here for these drivers. Lots of success can be a part of the stream. And these drivers doing a phenomenal job. Nick, what's up, brother? Good to see you out there. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you for the big old heart on this stream. Appreciate that very much. Thank you to McKinney Racing for that's Cody out there sharing it. Thank you very much. Shared my stream 10 minutes ago. Thank you, Alex. Hearing it 7 minutes ago, of course. Thank you, folks, for being out there. Much love to you. About go to McKinney. Ready to go. I wonder if my driver panels are still working. See if the 2 panels still working. It is not working. That one is not working. That one's all jacked up on Mountain Dew. So we won't use the driver panels like that. So I am working on switching over, folks. If you did not know, I am working on switching software. I use OBS currently right now, but there is an eSports solution software that I am working on switching over to, and I'm taking some classes on, and to be able to have that high quality, high performance stream, and it is something I'm working on right now. It's going to take me a little bit of time because it's basically you're taking this 40-plus-year-old guy an opportunity to get out there and learn another piece of software that I haven't had to work with yet. I mean, there's a lot of things similar to what we've done in regular television broadcasting with it, but we will definitely be switching over. We're going to be trying some new 3D elements and trying to work on getting live timing updates, and am also have been open to interviewing folks for basically having a producer, having somebody to sit back and or director, however you want to put it, to basically sit back and type things in and press the buttons as we continue to go. So try to make this a full esports kind of thing. We wanted to be signature esports. We wanted to be able to do it all. iRacing has been the platform we've built our brand on, and I love it. So that is that's something that I'm working on. So I appreciate everybody and all their patience and everything that we've been doing. Mr. Bomb Dude, thank you very much for the like out there, sir. How are you doing? Oh, good luck. We'll be able to see you Saturday for the Toys for Tots race that we have on Saturday. Folks, if you want to be a part of that, you can join my Discord. The link should pop up at any given moment. Get out there and get a part of that. Nick Goble says, let's go McKinney. And Schaefer out there on the chat. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. I did disable chats on the screen, but you should be able to see it when they do pop up in your he'll be there. Yes, sir. He finished second on the stream, but folks, after we reviewed the race and after talking with the number 1 last Saturday, actually Bomb Dude was declared the winner of Talladega last week because of a unfortunate circumstance that we will hopefully not see again. Well, we're running Chicagoland, so anything can happen. 23, 38, 29, 8, 9, 42. Again, remember to follow me on TikTok. Goat Racing Diecast is part of the stream over here at Signature Esports, so make sure you go check out goatracingdiecast.com. Also, check out simracingpoints.com. That is the title sponsor for this series. It is another awesome solution for... It was a surprise for sure. Yes, sir. Sim Racing Points, another solution out there. I know that a lot of folks use Sim Racer Hub, but if you haven't checked out Sim Racing Points, it's free to use. And you can get a lot done with those solutions. I encourage you to do it. We're back to green flag racing here. 13 of 134. Hannah Schaefer on the inside. Sorry, Tommy Schaefer. Yeah, Tommy Schaefer there on the inside. For a moment there, I was looking up at the relative and it showed a different position for him. So my bad. 9 of Marshall Johnson. Big shove. 23 to protect the outside. He's trying to have a little bit more luck. How about that Chevy? First Chevy in the field. 2 Chevys inside the top 5. Lane Allen to the 14. Try to move forward. Colby Mace up for himself. How about Justin Diltz to the 91? Elevated Outdoors F-150 rolling the corner. Right behind him is a 42 on the inside. John Paul Burns out of Canada. Going to the Martin Sports F-150. Brody Hanna, the 29. And that eSports solution software, folks, what I was getting at there was it's going to allow us to be able to run 1440 on YouTube. It's going to allow us to do 1080. It's going to allow us to separate the stream. We're going to be able to do 4K and 1440 on YouTube and allow us to come back to 1080 for Facebook and Twitch. That way we have the better, we have the entire solution for everybody. So that's something that we're working on. We're also working on a new PC. I have to make it. I'm basically making a new build for us to be able to handle every bit of that. There's a lot of close racing right now. I mean, if you think about where the drivers are, there's Brandon Elder blinking back here a little bit, but he's good. There's Tony Soler. The field only separated by 2.5 seconds from the tail end to the front end. Brody Hanna leading. On top of that, I do think that we're once we get all that stuff taken care of, we will be in. This is Tommy Schaefer going to the leader. We will be able to 38-9 nose to bumper there. The two Toyotas trying to go places. The 23 up on the race line here. 23 carries. A little dicey there from the 38. As the 14 had his nose up there just a little bit, they get back into the corner here, 3 and 4. But what I was saying about that big old solution there, folks, is we're gonna be doing more. And not only that, but there's a lot of things that we've been wanting to do. We've been wanting to do some more eSports content, some more game reviews, just be more here on the platform. Lap 40 is when the stage is going to end. Tommy Schaefer out front as they roll. 29 drops into the corner. Marshall Johnson trying to hook up here as well. Gagnon to the inside. Two Toyotas side by side. 23 in tow. Colby Mace. Kyle Milliken digging into the corner. Next week, I'll have the names changed so that way you know who a playoff driver is. As far as the the underline, who's going to have it underlined on him. But we'll do that. Make sure everybody knows who's going to be that driver. Cody McKinney just needs to have a cool race here as the 88 goes to work. He has a significant point lead over the field. Some stage points probably wouldn't hurt him, but one of the things that you have to keep in mind, a little extra fuel for him. He might be able to swap some spots here, maybe get a little extra weight. He probably had to make an adjustment on the truck. You see that a lot with fixed setups as there's three wide in front of him. Ooh, baby. That's chaos. Go to McKinney in his sim rig here. Let's go 38, says eTop 21 Sports. Appreciate you. 38 getting a shout out there. That's Brandon Gagnon in that 2 spot. Here's on board with Cody McKinney, one of the featured drivers here. Big moves into the corner. It's one thing about this track. You can defend the high side as long as you don't push the right front too hard. You'll not burn up the right rear. You hear this, the feather and the throttle here as you see the 33 of Sherwood Milliford. He's Cody McKinney going to the outside. Driver's getting dicey now. 88 there. Big run for McKinney as he works the outside lane. There's your top 5. Go back to it so you can see the whole screen. There it is. Brandon in second. Here's the shout out for the Nerditudes. Number 38. Tommy Schaefer still out front. 0.2 of a second difference. Brody Hanna working back up here. But Tommy Schaefer out front. Gagnon in second. Brody Hanna in third. Marshall Johnson to the inside. That Toyota has been doing some fighting here as well. Brody Hanna going to keep Las Vegas as his own. Sim Racing Points F-150. 9:23, 9 drops to the bottom side. Stephen Hollingsworth in the 25. Rolling back forward. Got all 58 seconds of damage repaired. And now having to push up here. Get himself back in the mix. Started near the back end of the field here. He went to pit road and got I want to say he got tires. He had to have gotten tires. I mean, the speeds that he's running, about 0.2 of a second, 0.3 of a second faster than the field. As he drops into the corner, 25 going after the lead here with 15 laps to go to the stage this time by. Down the back straightaway, Schaefer leads him. Fall off of the drivers about 0.7 of a second. Stephen Hollingsworth going to the outside of the 23. Brody Hanna back on the inside. Hanna under fire now from the 25. And now the 25 down over across the nose of the 23. Hollingsworth using an extra set of tires here. Try to make this one manageable. Good roll for him. (29, 38, 25, 23 to 9). All momentum changers. Thank you, folks, for being out there. Much love to you. I appreciate you very much. With 13 laps to go into the stage when they come across the stripe. Right now, Stephen Hollingsworth, there's about a half-second distance between he and Brandon Gagnon now. That left side damage is all but taken care of. You see a little bit of scrape where the number is. But what can you do with a little bit extra tire on this one? Cody McKinney did not take tires. He came in, took a little bit of fuel, and just checked on his truck, made an adjustment. And right now has to go to the inside. Trying to see the 99 there. 99 of Jean-Paul Burns under fire from the 28. Justin Dilt still up 11, seeing a whole lot of progression as they move forward. McKinney inside the top 10 now as the 91 works. Brody Hanna back to fourth where he started. Marshall Johnson all over the back bumper of him. Oh, Johnson into the wall there. Little right side scrape for him. And about this time is when those tires start feeling extra efforted. Back here with the 88 of Bartle, he's going to be up to Jeff Chandler is the driver that has lost the most spots here. He's off 12 from the start of the race. Tony Soler, oh, caution. Going to be Kenny involved. Backwards on the field. Kenny with some right side damage and some left side damage now. Some left rear damage here. Here's a look at what happened. He's on the bottom side. Oop, they're 3 wide. He didn't know it. Open sets, bomb dude. Open sets. Back up here. So McKinney went way down here, and why? He does not need a bad finish here. 28 goes to the inside here, drops below the apron, cuts across the grass. It's a bad deal. It's the grass there. And the 91 had somebody on the outside, and now Cody McKinney does not need a bad finish in this race. No fast repairs. And that will give it, that'll eat into that points lead. Tommy Schaefer, your race leader. And the commitment line almost crossed by Mr. Schaefer. 31 to 134 stage will end on lap 40, so it should be a 4-lap shootout to the end of it as the dogs bark. This week at Las Vegas. Next week, they're going to be at Homestead Miami Speedway. Then they're going to run Martinsville and then Phoenix. Oy, Martinsville. Oy vey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, through the 32 of 36 races. Let's look at who's got the most wins here. It does look like, oh, let's sort this out. Richie Coy, 6 wins in the season. Brody Hanna has 6 wins. Cody McKinney had 5 wins, but had 10 stage wins, and I think that's the big key there. The 10 stage wins gave him so many extra points, but Richie Coy led in regular season points coming into the series. I believe, if I'm looking at this correctly, 6 wins for Brody Hanna. Man, oh man. Brandon Gagnon has for the rookie of the year, has a huge advantage over S.C. Martin. 166 points over that driver. All right, now through the playoffs, Brody Hanna has the most points. Cody McKinney in the playoffs has 3 wins. Robert Melikian has a win, has a stage win. Sorry, Cody McKinney has a win. Brody Hanna has 2 wins. He has 3 stage wins. That's what makes the playoffs and those stage points that much more important. Man, oh man. Whole lot of time. 33 of 134. We're going to go back to it here in just a moment. Again, thank you to Dark Horizon Fishing. That's old Spicy out there. Giving us some love. He is found on Facebook. He's out of Virginia. If you want to go on a guided fishing tour, he's booking for the 2024 season. The 2023 season just came to an end, so I encourage you to check him out. PureSetups.com. Chevy out front. Stephen Hollingsworth is your pole sitter. He's trying to get himself back up there. Get himself a stage win here. That'll be a big advantage for Hollingsworth, who needed the points, or will need the points here, as he's sitting 3rd below the cutoff line. Coming into this race, getting the poles a big point as well. All right, going to lap 40. This is going to have to be big advantage for Tommy Schaefer if he can get the restart here and hold off the drivers. Stephen Hollingsworth on his last lap before the stage was about 0.2 of a second faster, but he had about a 1.1 second gap, and he was closing that one in. I do believe he had the gap to close. But now the tires have cooled off, and a few drivers might be trying a thing or two. Cody McKinney on pit road getting more of the truck work done. Kyle Milliken is on pit road, or leaving pit road right now, so he's got some damage there as well. Green flag. Great restart for the 25, who's behind the 29 here. We'll go to the outside. 29 to drop in the corner ahead of steam for the 25. Going to be all over the back bumper. 38 in tow. Big push down the back straightaway. 25 will be there to the inside. A push coming from Brandon Gagnon. Tommy Schaefer, who worked very hard to get back to the front, going to be stuck on the outside here as Hollingsworth goes and tries. Oh, how about the 38 putting it 3 wide? 25 down below the apron, goes in front, gets turned. Big one. A lot of drivers taken out in this one. Man, oh man, the carnage here. And that'll be the end of the stage. I believe Brandon Gagnon's going to be your stage winner here. .38. No doubt deserving of that one. A big shove to the 25. Hollingsworth, we'll take a look at this one. This is why you don't drop below the apron there on the straightaway. I mean, the 38 had a huge run here. 25 up the line. 38 stayed the lane and had a run. 25 went all the way down to the apron and came up. Nowhere to go. 29 involved. Look at all these trucks. Holy cow. Whole lot of carnage there. Man, oh man. Here's a look. One more time. Drivers coming to pit road. 38 is going to be your stage winner. Wow. So Stephen Hollingsworth will get the truck fixed. Cody McKinney. And Stephen needed the stage points there, but he just dropped below that bottom line. I mean... Oh, that's unfortunate. Tommy Schaefer back here with a load of damage as well. Tommy, innocent bystander in that one. Not only that driver, I look down pit road. There's the 9 of Marshall Johnson was caught up into that. Hold on, let's do this. I can go pit lane. Yeah, let's go see how many drivers are getting work done here. Yep, Marshall Johnson. Go back to pit lane here. Here we go. Let's take a trip down pit lane, see who's getting work done. There's a 29 getting work done. Of course, 25's getting work done. A little extra work going on for the 11 here. That's 3. How about 4 drivers? There's the 28 of Cody McKinney still getting worked on. The 99's getting worked on. 42's getting worked on. There's the 91 of Justin Diltz. There's, I believe, 16 and 27. So look at all these drivers. Ryan Chapman's going to leave. Good to see Ryan out there running. These drivers are absolutely... And I feel for him. 29's just going to get it all fixed. I mean, he kind of has to. Cody McKinney still back here. He's going to work on getting the truck worked on as well. He took a big hit in that Toyota. So that'll be the way it is. Man, oh man. That's the 6th. If James Torrey is going to be your race leader here. I don't think he took tires. I think he came in, took a little bit of fuel. Said he came in on 32, so he probably took his tires. I don't know if he took tires earlier than that, but either way, you can have a fast setup. Yeah. Let's bring up Brandon and talk to him real quick. Congratulations on the stage win there. I know that that kind of happened all in front of you. You kind of held your line there. That was all that you could do. Man, oh man, congratulations on the stage win. Brandon, you got me?
Oh, sorry, I was the wrong button.
You're good.
I tried to talk to the driver that was involved in it. I didn't hear anything. I wanted to make sure I held my line. There was a guy on my outside, and I really couldn't go up and wanted to give him room, and then all of a sudden he was across the nose, so I hate it for him, but if you guys saw a line was held, that makes me feel a lot better.
It was held. That was what I was, that's the one thing I said. I said, I don't know why the 25 went down below the apron there. There was a hole, like the air was just pulled straight away, and you already had a run coming out of the corner, so, I mean, you got a stage win out of it, and I know... And you know that, and all the fans out there know that that's what happened. So hopefully, no hard feelings for the 25 there. Even though I know he had a rough go at the start of this race. But
10-4.
What do you got?
You got a lot of viewers out there tonight, buddy. We're about to go green, but shout out to Thomas Pope repping Studio Displays on the hood here tonight, watching the broadcast.
Love it, man. All right, brother. Good luck on the restart.
Thank you, sir.
That is the 38, knocking it out of the park. Stage win for him. We'll let him have at it. And he did. He held his line, folks. That's all you can ask. You know, I was shocked that 25 went all the way to the apron there. Maybe on another lap or so if he's trying to clear, but it just was too soon. But we're going back to green. It's all good. 40 of 134 complete. Lap 41 beginning here. Now we are all about that long run pace. And a couple of pace laps are going to happen. I'm sorry, a couple of green flag pit stops are going to happen. These drivers could run about 48 laps. And they should be able to make it on one pit stop. We'll see, though, because there's a lot that can change. Hollingsworth in on pit road. Cody McKinney's still on pit road. These drivers are out there getting those trucks worked on. A couple of drivers out of the race. Elder's going to be out of the race. The 23's on the back bumper of the 38 here. DJ Bartle. So I'm sorry, it's either Bartle or Bartel. I think it's Bartel. Either way, I've got a friend of mine whose last name is the same, and he says Bartle, B-R-A-T-E-L, Bartle. So that's where I get that from. If it's Bartel, then DJ, I apologize, but the 88 doing a decent job here of holding his line. We're talking about what happened with James Torrey here. Torrey took fuel only on 39. I don't know if he came in and took tires to 8.9 seconds of fuel, so he came in and took a little extra. He was on a different kind of cycle there. Gagnon to the inside. 38 rolling the corner. Look at all those shout-outs out there. We love it, man. Love the drivers should being able to shout out their spectators as well. So much love. I went in and changed the DX11 setup, an app INI file to make the cars more accurate when it comes to the race line. It also gets rid of some of the bouncing on the cars whenever they blink. If they blink, they just blink. Oh, into the wall. It was the 08. Sylvain Jolie. Little right side wall tap. Got himself a little free. Now it's kind of dropping. You can't recollect yourself. These trucks can take a beating, but you don't want to beat them up too bad. Brody Hanna out front. Trying to clear. Cody McKinney leaving pit road. Got the truck all worked on. We'll see what is going to be able to happen here. Much love to you all. All right, we're gonna turn off the bot. We've gone through our cycle. The bot is going to go away, so I could just focus on what you guys are doing. But join the new Discord. There's a link in all the chats for you, folks. You can go subscribe to Nova TV. I encourage you to do so on YouTube. Absolutely a great time. I'm taking direct donations to help our cause with Toys for Tots. There's a Cash App and a PayPal link up there. Go check that out for me. Also, you can join NordVPN by getting NordVPN. Use that link and you can save a little bit on the start of this one. Also, if you are a diecast fanatic, I encourage you to go to GoRacingDiecast.com. Use promo code SIGNATURE and get 25% off your order of $50 or more. Think about that. You order something that's $50. I mean, you're basically saving shipping plus $10. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. Oh, man. But the 8 and the 88 going at it here. Rihanna doing everything right now. Gagnon has to get himself in that long run race pace. That's what he was working on as this race started. But Brody trying to extend a half-second lead. Everybody else kind of backed up here. There's the 99 The two Canadians going to be side by side, the 99 and the 08. The 08 actually back in tow here. I thought they were side by side. I was looking at the screen actually instead of my relative numbers here. Alan Tarraco in the number 2 is going to be up 12. He is trying to go after that hot dog spot. Biggest mover of the race right now, TJ in the 88. That Toyota working real hard to get up there and help his teammate. Mace on the outside of the 38. Want to know what your drivers are doing? Well, this is what they're driving. Ford leads the Toyota, leads the Ford, leads the Toyota. First Chevy is going to be Allen in the 14. And he's working real hard. Lane, going to work that outside. It's where he's been for a hot moment. Right behind him, there's Sherwood Williford. Williford here in the 33. From that Goodwrench paint scheme. I do like that paint scheme. Old Tasmanian Devil. Little Looney Tunes action. Remember whenever Looney Tunes and Goodwrench had that had those commercials all back in the day? Tony Solaire in a Ford has Jean Paul Burns in a Ford behind him. Next driver is going to be Alan Duraco here in a Ford as well. Toyota for Sylvain Joly. Michael Blackner is going to be in a Ford. Ryan Chapman behind him in the 27 is going to be in a Ford. Jeff Chandler in a Chevy here for the it's the Brucey Racewear, but it didn't say Will Wheaton. What does it say on the hood? Let's look. Don Wheaton. Those who know who Will Wheaton is. Don Wheaton, Chevrolet, Corvette, Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Nice. Local dealerships. We like this. I like this. All right, we're gonna rotate around. We're gonna get a full look at this while these drivers go. Will Wheaton on white. I love it. Don Wheaton on white. I love it. Here's a look at what's going on with our driver here from his point of view. He is chasing the track. That's what he's doing. He just seems like he's 80% throttle here. That's what it sounds like to me, but hey, you know what? He's moving forward. Jeff Chandler in the 31. In a Chevy. James Torrey in a Ford. Saving a set. And he might be thinking, hey, there was a caution before. There might be another caution coming up. How about the 91 running out there like a modified? No front bumper. Missing a few engine parts. You know, Robert Malikian. It's going to have 16 working pretty decently here. Still some damage for him. There's Kyle. Tommy Schaefer back out running again. The 29 trying to keep some spots between he and Cody McKinney. And the gap is such. Cody McKinney at least out there running right now. Right now, only a couple of drivers off the lead lap. Tommy Schaefer, one of those drivers. McKinney 11 laps down. The drivers have now settled down as the 38 goes to work. 56 of 134. Good race so far. It's had a couple of cautions in that first stage. I think now they've started to settle in. And as they do, I'm going to take a hydrate break. I encourage you to do the same thing because these drivers are getting antsy. But that 33, 88 side by side here. Little 3 wide action. Oh, 99, a little free up there. John Paul Burns tries to go up to the high side and unable to clear the 88. Oh man, I'm not going anywhere. Hold on. I was going to take a little water break. Ooh, baby. 88 finally gets some room to clear here. You've seen a lot of the drivers utilize the bottom of the racetrack here to try to clear themselves from what happened before. That bottom is so flat it actually pulls you backwards. Drivers working, I'm working. Right back. right. Sorry, I'm back. 71-34. My big dog, having a good day. Belly's acting up, so she's a lab mastiff, so had to get the old stethoscope out and take a listen real quick. Courtesy of Mrs. Signature. All right, 38. Trying to go after the 23 here. Brody Hanna under fire a little bit here. This is all about that passing zone. Open setup, fixed setup, no matter how the setup works for you. And Brody seems like he's got a good medium range truck. And right now running at the bottom side. Justin Dilt's coming to pit road, the 91 in. Gets more of the truck work done here. But long run seems to be belonging to the 38. That Toyota goes to work. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. Much love to you. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Thank you to all the folks out there giving us likes and helping the stream grow and following us over here and subscribing on YouTube. You know, doing all that cool stuff that we enjoy doing. 23, 38, 33 of Sherwood Williford is slowly but surely catching the top two. He's about 3/4 of a second back, and right now he is in the draft of those two drivers and is running right there, right next to him. His last lap at 30.76. I'm sorry, his fast lap at 30.76. His last lap at 31.81. In comparison to the other two drivers, he's about 6/100ths of a second faster this time by. Yeah, he runs faster than the top two again. TJ Bartle and the 88 has a 31 on his back bumper. Jeff Chandler moving more ground here. Cody McKinney 12 laps down. It's going to be in 18th here. Could be looking at trying to catch some of that time from he to Justin Diltz here. Tommy Schaefer again 2 laps down. As we speak, Chandler getting himself around TJ here, the 88. 88 up on the high side, 31 runs the bottom side in 3 and 4. These drivers continue to go to work. Good looking racetrack. I like Las Vegas. I think, into the wall. Sorry, that was at a 1 and 2. 31 finally got a little bit of clean air. And comes up and bites the wall. And now the 14 goes to work. Lane Allen running the outside. The battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th here. I'm sorry, for 4th, 5th, and 6th here between 3 drivers. And now John Paul Burns looks ahead of him and says, there's an opportunity here. I'm still going to be able to run it. Right on the straightaway, still almost full throttle around 1 and 2. He's using the middle 3 lanes. Out of the throttle a little bit, back into the gas. It hooks up on the bottom side. You hear the tires kind of squalling a little bit. A lot of extra noise for the trucks. 31 utilizing the bottom of the race line there. That flat section on the racetrack. Be very dangerous. Gagnon to the back bumper in tow of the 23. Making it very difficult to get themselves around. 77 of 134. 57 laps to go as they come around to complete lap 78. Brody Hanna still trying to hold off Brandon Gagnon. I think this is going to come down to who's going to come to pit road first and who's going to have the best of the 2 pit stops. Remember, pit road speeding penalties sometimes on these open sets bite the drivers worse than anything else. And right now, Williford has a great P3 spot. Biggest mover of the race is Michael Blackner in the 22. Up 13 spots. As the 88 drops a couple, he's going to have the 99. Looking at his back bumper now, 99, little blink there for the 99. So that is what that setting that I changed is supposed to have fixed. If somebody blinks, they only do that. They just jump a little. 99 free. Woo! That wall gave him a little graze there. But yeah, he's got a little blink going on, but he's not bouncing all over the place. He just has a little bit of a small bounce that allows me to stay connected to him as well. I think that's one of the things I like about that change is that I'm still able to see where they're actually at on the racetrack before iRacing says nope. Brandon Gagnon and Brody Hanna. Still your race here for the lead, but Williford in tow. Brody Hanna to the bottom side of the racetrack. Brody digs in that second lane, takes the air off of the 38. You got to watch that exit. He's running middle lane. And Brody catches a little bit there. I'm sorry, Brandon catches there a little bit. Brody falls off just a touch. You see him drop below the bottom of the racetrack here to try to shorten up that race line. Brandon running the traditional race line here, not needing it to drop all the way to the bottom side. See the drivers go to work. I mean, these drivers, the lowest I-rated driver in here is 1481. He's an 8th. And next to that, the next lowest I-rated driver, 1904. Justin Diltz. 2024 leading a 4704. 2206 of Sherwood Williford. And then Jeff Chandler, 4369. 4 seconds in closing for the 31. Cody McKinney gains a spot, goes to 17, gets around Justin Diltz for 17th. 38-12 on his I rating. Tommy Schaefer running in that 29. 10 laps better right now than Cody McKinney. That'll change some points, that's for darn sure. Folks, if you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. Much love to you. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Really do. .23 coming to pit road. First of the takers. Williford in on pit road as well. Brandon Gagnon's going to lead here. Jeff Chandler's going to be in second. Lane Allen will assume third. As now the pit strategy goes to work. Drivers within the pit window. To be 48 laps to go. Is right now, it's Lane Allen trying to work on the strategy. 38 locks the tires up coming to pit road. Oh, man, hopefully he got down. 55 miles an hour. TJ Bartle going to be your race leader here in that Toyota. A lot of drivers coming to pit road. James Torrey will take over second. Brody Hanna will stay on the lead lap here for the time being. Now I take that back. He is a lap down. It's the 88. See Brody Hanna trying to himself back out. Brandon Gagnon takes a little extra here. James Torrey wins his own race here. He is coming to pit road this time by. First time taking tires. 88 stays out. Brandon to try to get out in front of Brody Hanna. Brody Hanna up to speed. Gagnon getting up to speed. Will be there to the inside of the 12. Sorry, the 42. 23 up to speed up on the high side. Side by side as the 42 Right there, 38, back where he started, right on the back bumper of the 23. 38 staying out of the extra lap, has that extra lap of fuel to play with. The 88 comes to pit road. He's going to be taking his cycle. So now the lead between three has changed again. Sherwood in the 33 in third, has a 2-second difference between he and second place. 2.3 second difference now, 2.5 as he gets back up to speed. Bartle coming off pit road as Jeff Chandler in fourth. 31 trying to work a little bit more. Chandler closed in 4 seconds on that pit cycle. He was 9 seconds back and now finds himself under 6 seconds. Brody Hanna still trying to lead Brandon Gagnon here. Brandon utilizing the bottom of the racetrack, going where the 23 goes, trying to cut the race line just a little bit here. Now's the time to do it. 44 laps to go this next time by. A lot of good racing. Pretty darn good series. Sherwood here, 2.3. Had good long run race pace. Now just needs to settle in and find a little bit more. Last lap for Brody Hanna, 31:01. Gagnon, 31:08. This time by, we'll see what the drivers are running. Equal laps, 31:15s. Sherwood, 30.98. Chandler, 31:11. This time by, we'll see what Chandler's going to be able to do here. He's still flirting with that 5.9 second mark. Can he close any more down? Williford, 2.1. 2.15. 33, the faster of the three. Running sub 31 second lap times, 0.2 of a second faster this time by. Has the 42 in his sights. Gonna try to clear him on exit. 42 near the wall. 42, 33 side by side. 42, 1 lap down. 16 is gonna be a lap down as well. He is behind the 38. 16 with a shove on the 38 here. A little bit of nose damage for the 16. Getting the 38 all freed up here. That's a little bit close driving there for somebody who's a lap down on the second place truck. What he's doing is he's pulling the air off of the 38. I know Gagnon is growing, is getting in there a little bit. Now it's like a super speedway, and the fact that the 16 will try to go to work on him. Now the 38 trying to do more to the 23. 23 short lanes it here. He's driving second lane, not utilizing all of the racetrack. Brandon is utilizing all the racetrack, and right now there's a whole lot of traffic coming up behind him. Sherwood closes in to 1.2 seconds back. That's between he and Tommy Schaefer. Tommy Schaefer trying to get back around as well. He went to 16. Not helping the 38 here at all. Anybody's trying to save, that'd be the time to do it. .96 of 134. Rusty Harper giving us a like. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Jolie in the 08 up 6. Biggest move of the race still Michael Blackner. He's going to be up 13. Alan Duranco is going to be up 10. 14 drivers on the lead lap in this 22 driver field. Brandon Elder actually your race controller tonight. Hollingsworth back on pit road, still getting repairs. Marshall Johnson out of the race. Tony Soler getting some repairs taken care of as well. Justin Diltz, I believe, is going to be out of the race. McKinney 13 laps down, still trying to track down Tommy Schaefer, who is right here. Tommy Schaefer 3 laps down, still able to compete. Race changed on a dime in the first stage. We had about 6 drivers involved in the incident with the 25. That was it was insane. Right now, Williford. I did that twice now. Sherwood Williford in the 33. It's the 23. Goes high. 38 to the inside. 16 there. 38 to the lead. Cody McKinney up on the race line. You see the 38 dig into the corner. These drivers going to town. Check on our driver cam. See how everybody's doing. Williford going to the inside as well. There's Cody McKinney out there still. I believe McKinney was out there running. Let me take that back. He is done running. His camera is gone. And it's Tommy Schaefer out there. He's in the 29. He's just trying to talk it out right now. 23 back to third. There's a whole lot of lap traffic behind him and around him. How about Jeff Chandler? 3 wide in the middle. Wow. 16 gets out in front. It's his lap back. Robert Melikian has been working. How about the 31 going to the lead? Jeff Chandler out front. The 43-69 I-rated driver. You see all that lap traffic. All that has done has had these drivers push a little bit harder. Chandler's been able to just kind of ride and save, and he caught the front. He did it in good fashion. That's 6 seconds that he closed back down to Brandon Gagnon and Sherwood Williford and Brody Hanna. That's insane. 102. 32 to go. A reminder, the laps here as they tick away, as Jeff Chandler leads here. Pit cycle is the biggest worry. It's the one thing that you have to worry about with this one. SimRacingPoints.com. Sign up today for free. Go check them out and get your point on. 88 there with the 42. We've seen a whole lot of congestion here. That's the 88 in 5th. Lane Allen closing the distance down as well. Chandler on full scent mode here. He came out on lap 86. Brandon Gagnon came out on 86 as well, but he has been just kind of running the laps that he's been needing to run. There's the 16 on the back bumper. A little Martin Sports action on the drivers. If you haven't checked out their gear, go to martinsports.com. We love Martin Sports. Love them. 42 in front of the 88. 42 with some nose damage. He is a lap down, trying to get his lap back here. And I know some of the drivers might be saving here. I mean, lap times are nowhere where they were last time when they got through this cycle. They came out on 86 to go to 134. That's 48 laps that they would have to run. And depending on if they're full throttle, that's a lot of laps to be able to save. 45 is very comfortable. 48's kind of pushing it. But can be done. If Chandler out front, 43-60 down to the I rating. Brandon Gagnon's going to be in second. 1.69 second difference between he and the 31. Sherwood Williford in third. Bartle's going to be in fourth. Brody Hanna in 5th. Lane Allen closes back down. James Torrey came out on 87. That puts him in that realm. It's one of the drivers that did. How about Bartle? Bartle's to 3rd. He came out on 88. 88 came out on 88. That's funny. So he's the one that can push a little harder here to try to get around Brandon Gagnon here, 23 to the back bumper. Cockpit of Brody Hanna. '23 with a run to the inside, trying to be on the inside. 88 goes to the outside. 38 lets the 88 go. And those are teammates. 16, a little bit. He might be a lap down here, but he is trying to get that lap back. He's been up there battling, holding on. There's Williford here. Has the 8 of Colby Mace behind him. Mason, that 8, doing a decent job. How about a Chevy leading 2 Toyotas, a Ford, and a Chevy? Joey in the 08, off 5. Been doing a decent job of working forward. Up 5. Alan Taranco is going to be up 10. Blackner up 14. Trying to get more out of that truck. 25 laps to go with our Sim Racing Points segment. Now 24 as Jeff Chandler leads the field. Trying to put a good gap on the drivers right now. Bartle's going to be in 2nd. He's the one that you know is good, because he can drive. He can just put it out there. Chandler might have saved a little bit here. We'll see if his race line showed that way. I mean, 6 seconds over the course of basically this latter portion of the stint. I mean, we're 23 laps to go, so basically it took about half the race. And I think maybe the 38 and the 23 had to save a little bit there. 23 to be the back bumper of the 38 here. Joseph, what's going on? They are a great group. They're a ton of fun. They are a ton of fun. Had a couple of quick cautions there. And so thank you very much. I appreciate the like. Much love. Much love. And all eyes have been a lot on Brody Hanna tonight. And, of course, Stephen Hollingsworth, who wrapped up earlier. Had 44 minutes on his repairs. He did take care of that. Tony Soler still on pit road, getting those repairs taken care of as well. Jeff Chandler out front, 1.4 second difference here. Fuel the only concern. Chandler got himself around the drivers and now has about 20 laps to decide this time by whenever he hits that up. And I had the pleasure of the race at the Roval with them. They welcomed me with open arms, and during the this is a great series. They really are. And I know that we've been trying to hook up for a hot minute. So it's good to see them get out there. I like the open setup series. I like not very many series are out there running open setups anymore. That from my perspective, a lot of fixed series. When it comes to racing, so it just changes the dynamic, everything. Chris, thank you very much for the like, man. Appreciate you. 19 to go. Sherwood Williford. I keep doing that. Williford, 33. And one of my favorite paint schemes on the surface has really started putting in the work here and has done a great job all night trying to get to the back bumper of these drivers and has really put in the work. Lane Allen here in the 14 doing the same thing. Colby Mace in the 8. You know, if I were to make a recommendation to Chop Shop, which is of course one of the major people that we do a lot of racing for, of course, Joe, you might agree with this since you broadcast for them as well. They need an open series. I really do think they need an open series. And not a road open series. They need an oval. They need an oval circuit that's going to be an open series. How about it? Ryan Chapman, last driver on the lead lap. It's good to see the 27 out there running. Torrey working on his race pace as well. James pushing just a little bit more here. 17.8. Getting a little bit more out of that for Duranco in second. How about Bartle to second, up 15. Your biggest mover of the race right now. And has 1 3/4 second to Chandler. All good things, man. Good things for him. Folks, if you haven't done so, reach over to that YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, not only for iRacing content, but for our game reviews. Tomorrow, Saturday, I'm going to do a live stream during the day on YouTube only for a game review that I'm kind of nerding out about. And that nerd out is because I'm going to be playing RoboCop. Just saying. 23 to the back bumper to the 88. They've saved enough fuel now. Now they have to go catch the leader. 23, 88. Side by side, Brody Hanna had to ride for a little bit. Now has to put in the work. Again, that same concept. 23 to the bottom side of the race line. You don't want to see what happened earlier happen again. 38 was the driver that held his line when the 25 went across the nose of the 38. Back bumper now for the 38. 14 laps to go. Same concept. 23 pushes out of the race line. Brandon Gagnon tried to get out in front of Brody Hanna earlier. Down to the bottom side of the racetrack they go. In tow. Jeff Chandler, 1.5 second lead. Has 13 laps to try to hold off the drivers. Going to try to track him down. Lap time still the same. Ardell in fourth. Williford in fifth. Allen in sixth. Colby Mace right there in tow as well. Top 7 drivers all within 3 seconds of each other. Blackner trying to close back down as well. Big hats off to Blackner here. Ryan Chapman leaving pit lane. Or went to pit lane. I think he had to come back into pit lane. We'll see if I don't know if he's serving a penalty. He came out of 121. And he might have had a, no, he's leaving pit lane. I don't know what happened. He did something. Something happened there. 1.6 second difference. Brody Hanna not able to play catch up here. That's now Jeff Chandler turns on the gas a little bit here down the back straightaway. It's a 1.7 second lead. And here's what 1.7 seconds looks like. There's the 31. They come out of the corner. And there's Brody Hanna. Brandon Gagnon still within 2 car lengths of the driver. And trying to put on a show. Top 3 still working. Jeff Chandler coming in. And quick look here. with 10 laps to go, as a 31 doing a phenomenal job of using his own strategy to make it work. A great night for him. Championship standings coming in. Chandler not a part of it, but he is making him work for it. There is no winning in situation here for him. Nine laps to go, make it 8. 1.7 second difference here as Brody Hanna keeping the drivers busy behind him. And remember, all the debris from the track rolls down to that flat bottom down there. I know they're utilizing it. It's a stagnation, though, as the 38 tries to get around the 23. It's a gyro cam for the driver. Trying to get any kind of gain here. He lifts. Whoa, 23 free there. You saw the wiggle out of the 23. Now the 38 to the back bumper again. Gonna get him tight out of the corner. 23 sees the 7 laps to go and says, here it is. Top 4 drivers here from second to, actually, let's take that back. Colby Mace is here as well. Mace dropped off a little bit. Looks like he might be having a save here. 14 doing the same thing, but the top 5, Sherwood has been here this entire time. He's just trying to get more out of it. 1.48 seconds. 2/10 gained as Jeff Chandler I think he's clutching. 1.5 out of the corner. Cuts the race line. 5 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Roll the dice. Out of the gas. Thought I heard a clutch. We're going to listen. Bobby, thank you for subscribing out there on the old YouTube platform. Way out of the gas. Doing a great job here. Bobby Terrell giving us a big old subscribe out there on the YouTube platform. Thank you very much for being out there. Much love to you. 1.6 now is Chandler. There's the 23 of Brody Hanna and Brandon Gagnon. Brandon, right where he started. Brody up 2. TJ in 4th here is up 13. Tied for the biggest mover of the race. And Williford would like to change that, but Michael Blackner 13 as well. Here, just a little bit of the clutch getting pressed in every time. 3 to go, 1.7 seconds. Chandler able to save enough. Yeah, we're going to play RoboCop on YouTube on Saturday morning. Yep. I'm going to play RoboCop. Yep. Kind of nerding out. I watched that movie as a kid. Back when visual effects were literally a guy in a suit. 2 to go. And Brody Hanna and Brandon Gagnon here make any difference. There's the 88 of Bartle rolling the corner. I mean, if Brandon wants that spot, the win is unless Jeff Chandler runs out of gas, which I don't know. I don't think he is. Brody has been keeping the 38 at bay. They've been pretty level-headed here, pretty even matched when it came to it. Oh, I take that back. Chandler. White flag waves, final lap. I think he clutched. Half second. 6/10 now out of the corner. I think Chandler had to clutch. to save on the straightaway. Jeff Chandler, Brody Hanna, Brandon Gagnon. Chandler wins it just barely. Clutches it in. Chandler wins. Hanna second, Gagnon third. I tell you what, the ultimate fuel strategy won. As the Sim Racing Points playoffs just got shaken up. The biggest points tonight go to Brandon Gagnon here by winning the stage. He has the best benefit here. But Jeff Chandler will coast around. And I don't know if he's going to have enough gas to do it. I think he is all the way out. I mean, he went for it. That's how you got to do it. Yeah, he's clutched in. Does he have any fuel in the truck? How about them apples? It's a big old yeah there from Priceville, Alabama. You know, Mr. Bomb Dude, Chris, thank you for the like, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, he's out of fuel. Can he burn it down? No, he's out. Wait, come on. No, he's out. Here's your race results, folks. Congratulations to the 31. He ran it all the way out. I thought he ran out of fuel for a moment, but I think he clutched in to be able to make it. And what a spot that was. Congratulations to the 31 with the victory here. Brody Hanna will finish in second. Brandon Gagnon in third. DJ Sherwood finished fourth and fifth. Lane Allen in sixth. Mace, Jolie, Blackner, Torrey, and Duranko all to lead lap. That's all the way through 11th. Malikian is going to be in 12th and number 16. Our other Canadian finishes in 13th. Mr. Burns, the 99, 2 laps down. Chapman, Milliken in the 42. Finishes all 2 laps down. Tommy Schaefer finishes 4 laps down. A good rebound for him. 17th for Cody McKinney. Justin Diltz will finish in 18th. Down the rest of your race results here. Tony Soler, Marshall Johnson, Hollingsworth, and Brandon Elder was your race controller. Thanks to Brandon for being out there. Much love to him. Well, let's talk to Brandon. Brandon knocks it out of the park. He goes and finishes in third. I tell you what, man, you got a stage win. You got the most points tonight when it comes to how this works out. Besides leading a lap, the stage points are probably the biggest factor here, and that only strengthens what's going to happen over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, that was fuel strategy definitely came into the mix on that. Shout out to Jeff, got the win. He pitted a couple laps before. I know we were all saving, trying to clutch, trying to do everything we could. And when I knew that he was 3 laps or 2 laps ahead of us, I was like, I'm going to let him just check out where he's going and continue to save. And shout out to him. He saved more than I ever thought you could. So good one on Jeff's part for sure. I ended with 0.6 gallons when I crossed the line.
So according to my relative and what I said, his pit lap was the same as yours. So I don't know how he had saved at all. It shows me here he came out on 86 and you came out on 86.
Well, then I was dead wrong. So shout out to him. He knew his gas mileage better than I did because I was so worried the whole time. I kept looking lap after lap. I'm like, I'm saving too much. No, I'm not saving enough. Let me let somebody by. Let me draft. My teammate was in front of me, behind me. But fun race, man. A lot of fun at Vegas.
Well, you and Brody were going you're going insane. I thought Jeff must know something I don't, or maybe he saved quite a bit before, because once you guys started saving, that's when he caught you the best. So I don't know, maybe there was something he was doing in the middle of that, because I was like, well, maybe my relative was wrong. Maybe what was on SDK here was wrong. I like double checking things. So if you guys came out on 86, I like double checking things. I don't want to say anybody's ever wrong. But looking at how this one, I mean, you guys almost caught him. He clutched there with 2 to go, and you guys closed down a second very quickly.
We started catching him, and I stayed behind Brody for the last 12 laps because I knew he was in front of me. for the first 15, 18 laps of that run. I'm like, okay, well, he's going to run out before I run out if I run out. So I'm just going to stay behind him. And here in my mind, I was like, well, I'm going to watch Jeff and Brody both run out of gas and just going to go around him. Me and my teammate going to finish 1-2 and we'll keep it moving. But shout out to Brody as well and his saving and fuel. And it's just, it's good, clean, a lot of fun racing. Again, sorry for the caution early if that was on me, but just great broadcast, everything going on. It's awesome.
Dude, it was a ton of fun to watch. Congratulations on a P3 finish, Brendan. Give everybody your shout outs, including where they can get your setup.
Absolutely. Major shout out, my main sponsor, Studio Displays, Thomas Pope, watching the broadcast and repping studio, ETOF21 Sports, best betting advice you can find, Martin Sports 906, the man's a legend, Rosa Gems Coffee, Nerditudes, and TWRS setups. These things are bad fast. I've had a cold all week, so I was not able to even get on the sim until about 20 minutes before drop of qualifying. I was able to qualify up front, run up front. So TWRS, great setups, boys.
That's the way it is. Brandon, we'll see you next week, man. I know that we've got a couple of fun tracks coming up, including the one that it's really gonna separate you guys when we go to Martinsville in 2 weeks. But
yeah, well,
we got
Rubbin's racing.
You're not wrong. that's how I look at it here. But before then, Homestead. So a whole different kind of track here.
Lastly, huge shout out to TJ Bartel, my teammate in Nerditudes, and big shout out for them, what they've done for me and him on the team. I can't thank them enough.
TJ's awesome. Appreciate you, Brandon. We'll see you next week at Homestead.
See you, buddy. Have a good night.
You
Thanks,
too.
everybody.
Hey, P3 finisher. Let's go up the list. We'll save the best for last. We'll talk to Brody Hanna next. And Brody, my man, here for a moment, I thought it was going to be a you and a 38 fight. Then you guys had to start saving.
Yeah, you and me both. I know Jeff kind of suckered us there. He gave me some false hope there on the last lap. He said he had to back off and save a little fuel there. He said it gave him one to go coming to the white. And I was thinking, man, he's going to run out of fuel. This is going to be good. But he had enough to squeak it out. So good job for him. Good racing with Brandon tonight. I hate that happened early with Steven, me and Steven off turn 4. And I need to go back and look at that. But I hate that for him. I was glad to see him get back up there. And then whatever happened with him in the 38, it's really unfortunate.
That's using the bottom lane when you're just getting going. It's probably not a good idea with so much momentum and so much run out of turn 4. I mean, you guys had literally taken the green flag the lap before. He was there, and the 38 held his line, and he came back up and just wasn't clear. That was literally what was going on that one. And your guys' incident was just I think it was more just racing, a little hard racing. But all of it was hard racing. Any incident that we saw here was just hard racing. It just turned into a sour moment. But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I mean, this is pretty much Talladega. It's pack racing out there, especially with 15 laps on your, up to about 15 to 20 laps on your tires. It's just a draft fest, and it's frustrating. It's fun when it goes right, but it's frustrating because it can go wrong so quick.
And a lot of drive, just like a super speedway. Everything slants downhill at Las Vegas, so it'll if you get caught the wrong way, you'll hit the wall and bounce off the wall and collect 5 or 6 behind you. So that kind of is what happened. But a lot of fun though, a lot of fun to watch. Brody, this one was different. This was different. I mean, we got a couple of different tracks coming up. I mean, you're going to another 1.5 miles, but it's an intermediate 1.5 miles with a lot of progressive banking. That, of course, Homestead. And then you go to Martinsville, and then, of course, the championship race at Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know exactly what we got at Homestead. I think we'll be okay there. It's 1.5 miles. It's kind of my specialty. And in Martinsville, we got a great setup coming up in Martinsville. Something that Tony's worked on for the last couple of years. So excited to go to all these tracks. Phoenix, I don't know. We'll see when we get there. But yeah, I mean, it was fun out there. It was fun racing after the fact. It is nerve wracking because it's just like I mean, it was more nerve wracking tonight trying to save fuel, and I had to back off, wait, but hang out behind some people, do some drafting, some lifting. When you can go full throttle, that's just hard to do.
Yeah, especially at a track like this where you can run pretty much every lane. It's it's a ton of fun. Brody, give a shout outs. P2 finished tonight.
Yeah, got to thank you for thank Signature Esports, Signature Media for covering the truck series for the rest of the season, and hopefully more. We'll work on that. But happy to have you, Jason. Have you guys bringing our action to the crowd. Hope everybody enjoyed watching it. I got to thank everybody in the race tonight. It was a good race for the most part until you have the big wrecks like super speedways. But everybody did a good job. Good, clean second part of the race. So got to thank everybody there. A lot of fun racing with Brandon and Steven and Tommy early on. And of course, Jeff. Got to thank Jeff. Congratulate Jeff on the win. Thanks, simracingpoints.com, our truck sponsor. Check them out. We're still working on some stuff with that. And I think that's about it. But yeah, thank you for having us.
And folks, the best way to check out simracingpoints.com is to go to fullthrottlesimracing.net. I tried the FT, the shorter version of that, and it keeps erroring out on me. So
it's a redirect. FTSR.net. So.
Yeah. Yeah, the redirect keeps erroring out. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
So
I'll look at that.
Just so Full Throttle Sim Racing. You can also type it in Google, folks. It's going to be the first one that comes up. Make sure you go check them out. FullThrottleSimRacing.net. Look at their schedule. Look at the points. That's how Sim Racing Points integrate in your website. You can do all kinds of stuff. I actually signed up for an account again because I used to use them just a couple of days ago. I signed up for another account so that way we can do the points and stuff like that for our what I'm calling our charity truck series. It should be called the Champagne Truck Series because I'm running a series again. But only 7 races. We're not doing any more than that, and it's for charity. But I wanted to be able to do the points for that, so I went ahead and did that as well. And I'm going to try to work on some integrations with the stream with it, so it's all good things. Brody, much love, man. Homestead next week, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That is Brody Hanna. And last but not least, I said I was going to save the best for last. The race winner had to clutch, saw the gain, and then you went, I've got to go again. Jeff Chandler wins here at Las Vegas. Tell me about this one, man. Were you a little nervous at the end?
Oh my gosh, I was sweating it. Let me tell you, because the worst thing was when I pitted, I could have gone another 3 laps, and I just said, nah, I think I'm good to go. And hell, it just I could have used those 3 laps, that's for sure. But I was saving as best I could and clutching and laying off the throttle as much as I could once I got into the corner. And once they started to narrow the gap, I'd pick it back up, and man, it just barely worked out because I was out of fuel when I crossed the finish line.
I did. I was like, man, he's not going to be able to burn it out. Is he out of fuel? Yeah, he's out of fuel. So
definitely.
So I mean, because I like the mile and a half tracks. I like open setups on the mile and a half tracks, and I try to run the truck series as much because I love the trucks. I don't like the next gen car. I love the Xfinity car. And I miss the Gen 6 car. If I'm being honest, folks, I started when the Car of Tomorrow was on this track, and there's a lot about the tracks that I love the most. But I run the trucks a lot, and I was like, 46 is kind of it. Like 46, 48, you can really just kind of you could manage 48 with a green white checkered if you were clutching and shutting the engine off and doing all kinds of stuff. And I was like, well, these guys are going to drive 48 laps. Okay. All right. Well, that's how it's done. And you're able to do it, but you saved more so when they were kind of flat out there for about 15 laps, and you were kind of, I want to say you were kind of just measling around until then. And then all of a sudden you were 6 seconds back. And then, well, first and foremost, the pit stop was amazing because you gained 3 seconds on your pit stop. Then you let them run and you gained 6 seconds in the course of 3 laps. And then, you were like, I'm just going to drive by. I'm going to keep going and just maintain a gap.
Yeah, and by the time I caught the pack and went by them, I was good to go. But I was like, okay, I think they're kind of laying back. I felt pretty confident they were, and like I said, once I got out on them, and then they started to pick up the pace towards the end, I'm sitting there going, I'm going to back off. I'm going to run until I get within like a second and a half, 1.5, 1.4. And then I'm going to go after it again. And I just kept playing that game until the end.
You needed some more draft track. I just wanted to see a burnout. That's it. We like our
Oh, I
burnouts. That's
know.
why.
Yeah. I mean,
You
gosh, I think this is my first truck race this year, maybe my second truck race this year. I typically don't run them, but I felt like we had a really good setup, and I kind of wanted to see what it would do. And I started up towards the front, and I backed out, and because I was like, these guys are all running for a championship. This is only my first or second race, and I didn't want to be the cause of somebody losing their championship, so I backed off and ran to the back for a while.
Tell you what, I'd have been the cause. I would have run him hard. No, that's that. I totally wouldn't. I would have done the same thing. But you stepped out and you stepped up. Congratulations, Jeff, on the victory here, Priceville, Alabama. I know I've got fans out there that are from Alabama that will probably come back and watch us. Put Roll Tide out there. I don't know if that's you, but
Roll Tide. That's me.
I was gonna say I have to have to be very careful with those words. Of course, I went to UNC, so I'm a big Tar Heel fan. So like everybody,
and, and as long as you're true to your school, that's the important thing. So
that's what we hear. All right, brother, give shout outs. You got a victory here at Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone at Elliott Sadler eSports, Don Wheaton Chevrolet, Jed Daniel, Senator Bruzy, and Racer Apparel, and Doyle Lawrence. He does all my paints at Raven Graphics. He's the best. Brody and Richie and the guys at FTSR, Sim Racing Points for sponsoring the series, and to you guys that are at Signature Esports who broadcast. We appreciate you guys.
Jeff, what's the winning setup? You got to tell them.
It's a special homemade, kind of worked on it for a couple of years, and it just it works here at Vegas and most 1.5-mile tracks.
I love it. See, it's a secret, folks. It's a secret. Maybe he'll sell it.
Yeah, it's not a bot. It's not a bot setup. I can promise you that.
There it is. I love it. All right, Jeff, be good, man. We'll see you.
Right.
Hopefully, we'll see you next week at Homestead.
All right, take care.
That's it. Jeff Chandler is going to be your race winner today, and that'll do it for us. A great race. Great end to the race, and we love it, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't done so, reach up at that like button for me. We will have intros and outros for these guys next week. I've spent some time healing, and now we're going to be back to graphic design work this week. I do enough to make the thumbnails, or I send it over to our office, let them make the thumbnails over there. I am still looking for an editor, folks, and I'm still looking for a social media manager. If you're out there and you are interested in helping us grow, pay is based on performance. That's how I have to put it. I grow, you grow. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. It's kind of where we're at with this, where I want to, again, I want to be an esports organization. I want to make sure that we can do more. I want to do top tier iRacing content, but I also want to do your CSGO tournaments. I want to be able to do I want to be able to do it all. And that's something, that's the dream, folks. But to be able to do that, you have to start small. And we're 3.5 years into this. May will be year 4. It makes the difference. All right, be good, be safe, be kind of one another. Not, well, you're not my friend. See you in the next one. Be safe.